A curse has befallen the region of Icewind Dale, in the form of an unrelenting winter that has slowly chipped away at those who live here for 2 long years. Most have lost the will to believe it will ever end, as hundreds of adventurers have flocked to this region in an attempt to end the curse and go down in history. None have succeeded. Those who do live to tell their tales are left frozen and mutilated by the horrors of the region. Join us as an unlikely group of adventurers come together to try and best these lands and put an end to the curse.
Oh my gosh. I think I'm lagging.
Oh no.
Dear Lord. But I'm back. Hey everybody, welcome to Tyranny's Tuesday game of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. My name is Jacob. I am the Dungeon Master. And as always, we have our awesome people here. We got 6 awesome people. We got Star, Ethan, Tyler, Emily, Nate, and Craig all here ready to roll some dice. So, off stream, we did a little bit of an art contest. We're starting an off stream art thing where we have a prompt every week and we oh no, I'm in the pool. Yeah, I can hear myself cutting out, so I have to figure that out if it keeps happening. TLDR, if I cut out talking, everybody just nod your head and shake like I'm still talking, okay?
Yep.
So a little bit of a recap. Last session, our party continued. It was an off-stream session. Last session, our party made their way to Karkalok. They continued their journey. They used the remainder of the day that they were on to make it to the base of the Spy in the World. And as they bed down for the night, we panned over to Antiochus, who was making a overnight expedition across the wilderness alone. Along the way, he was ambushed by some gnolls. And in this ambush, he found himself leaning on a familiar force for aid, as Avarice lent him help. He had found, she had made some sort of a connection, and Avarice helped him, and he had found the gnolls were rendered frozen as the handprint marks she had left on his person, on his body, had spread into a blotch. The rest of his journey was uneventful, where he found a random outhouse as sanctuary for the night. We then saw the next day our party begin to ascend the mountain. As they reached the top of the ridge that they scaled, primarily Enoch was the only one to spot with his keen eyes. He spotted a group of he spotted some smoke rising from a neighboring ridge and a neighboring mountain range in the mountains, and he kind of pinpointed to where Karkalok's exact location was easily. Additionally, he saw 3 armored Duragar top griffins, 2 of which were heavily armored, and 1 was wearing a crown and a gauntlet, who appeared to be flying to Karkalok. Strangely enough, though, behind this flying party was a massive shadow that careened across the ground. However, he did not notice or perceive what was casting the shadow upon the landscape. We then see our party fighting Antiochus, where they all kind of converse as Antiochus pretty much let the details in on what had happened at Sunblight. The party then presented him with some strange gems that they had found, where he was able to identify them as elemental gems. The red one containing that of a spirit of a fire elemental, and the blue one containing that of an air elemental. We then see our parties reascend the mountain range, getting closer to Karkalok, and as our session kind of came to a close, we saw our party having a quote-unquote aerial view, not really looking down into like from a mile, 2 miles up in the air, like looking down, but kind of in like a moderate place in the middle of the mountain range, looking down at Karkalok, where they saw there were many goblins atop watchtowers and wooden walls with bows. They noticed to the north of Karkalok was a circular organization of tents that had griffins and Goliaths that belonged to the Thunlakalaga clan. And strangely, at these tents, we noticed that there was goblins that were moving to and fro one of the tents to the south, where they were taking what looked to be blood from some dead griffins, going into this tent, and shortly leaving the tent with an empty bowl. And moments after that, we saw a massive Goliath figure, standing roughly about 10 feet tall, muscles on muscles, decked out in just pure royal purple markings of the chieftain of Thunlaka Laga clan. Their hands, from their forearms down to their hands, were bloodied. And we watched as they made their way to the 50-foot tall walls of Karkalok, where they stood next to the wall, crouched down, and casually jumped over the wall with a single leap, disappearing inside and out of sight from our party members. So, with that, we cut back over to our party members just having seen this individual enter into Karkalok, which I will show you the battle map. Hopefully it's okay. There's the battle map. This is what if you're looking at the map, this is what you currently see. There are many goblins atop watchtowers, which I can kind of give you a refresher on these watchtowers. So there are 3 watchtowers in total. 2 of them overlook the eastern mountainous ascent that usually is the normal way up into this structure of into Karkalok. To the west is another watchtower that is perched atop a cliff. Each of these watchtowers is 20 feet tall, and each has a rickety wooden ladder that climbs its way to the top. There are spikes and sharpened sticks and sharpened bones that add cover and camouflage to the tops of these watchtowers. As you notice, 4 goblins peeking out from between the bones and sharpened pieces of wood. They are all dressed in cold weather clothing and each bear marks of the silent storm. You notice that occasionally they come together around a brazier for warmth. And you notice that they look over the sides of the watchtower as if keeping watch on the surrounding landscape. Of the 4, there is 1 goblin at each watchtower that occasionally you see a glint of gold reflect off the side of their hip as a beautiful golden gilded signal horn swings by their kind of underneath their like over their shoulder, underneath their armpit a little bit. Atop the walls are roughly the same kind of decorations and ambiance. There are no goblins on these walls that have any sorts of horn. You don't see any horns on them. Each of these goblins are well armed and well trained, and atop the walls are a couple of wolves that seem to be pets or companions of some sort. There are some mountainous areas that kind of prevent your line of sight, and these tall walls that prevent looking into the interior structure of Karkalok. And like I said, to the north are these arrangements of tents in a circle. There are griffins that are armored with metal, and they have sharpened. You see their talons and their beak are just stained with the color of blood. They look, scarred and well fought beasts. The tent to the south that was right here. That tent is a tent that the goblins were going in and out with these bowls of blood, and you notice that these goblins were grabbing blood from 3 recently deceased griffins that seem to have succumbed to exhaustion. There also is a rickety wooden bridge that overhangs the edge of the precipice of this cliff. It is a 20-foot long walkway. Obviously looks like it's been repaired over time. There are some wooden supports beneath the walkway that keeps it suspended above this. You don't know how far the drop is. You cannot see through the smoke and the ice, but this perpetual death drop as some sort of ritualistic walk of doom. And you guys peer down and see that. You see all of these enemies, all of these foes. They don't see you. You're in a safe spot as you kind of scout out the location. What do you do? The winds up here, like I said last time, they are more or less moderate. They're not. It's not impossible to fly, but it is harder to fly as the updraft from this, just the kind of like the canyon that is between these 2 mountain range. So those that can fly can do it. It's just there's a skill check where if you fail the skill check, you will ultimately lose control and potentially fall. You figure every hour the wind changes. You'll feel the wind will change every hour on the hour, just as a mechanic. So It could get worse. It could get better. But yeah, you look down on this mountain range on Karkalok.
Well,
You guys are like way over here. Sorry, you guys are like way over off the map, like on another mountain range.
Oh yeah, we're like a mile away, right?
Yeah. You guys are decently far away where you can casually see and perceive, slight details here and there. But you are not under the gaze of anyone looking out. Obviously, if you get closer, there are watchtowers, and maybe a goblin will perceive if you do very bad on a roll. But at the moment, you are safe. There's no one that will perceive you.
We lost
Well-
Emily, by the way.
I'm here. I just couldn't see the map, so I restarted Chrome, and it's like.
Gotcha.
Well,
She had to pick her nose.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm
We've all
really
done it.
getting in there. It might take a second.
Yeah. We've all been there.
I think we should climb down and kind of take the slow path. I don't know that even if we can fly over there successfully, I think a bunch of the griffins will see us. I think we'll give ourselves away immediately if we just try to take a shortcut here. And at that point, we're not getting in. We need to at least start quietly. Or we could go with the gal thing. He's going to see his father, his papa.
Papa.
But how do we get him out?
Well, I mean, we just can't plan for that.
we just
I
hope.
You can't plan for that. What?
We gotta wait. Once we're in there, if we do that, we just gotta wing it. Hate to
And-
say it.
I mean, he's not
Yeah.
wrong, but you can't really plan for that.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
And it is currently 6 p.m. by the way. 6
Also-
p.m. on the 14th.
Also, not all of us have to go in with Gal as his entourage or whatever. If we want to do that, some of us could sneak. Because Gal coming in would be like, "Oh, the Lord's son, who we thought was dead, is arrived. Oh, yay, yay!"
It's the prodigal son.
Exactly. He's returned.
That's you.
Slaughter the
That's if they
fattened
think I'm-
calf.
Really.
And he brought
Neat.
back his sword, his papa's sword.
Yeah. I mean,
That might be a good distraction.
I couldn't go in with him because of the silent storm. They recognize me.
Mhm.
They're gonna kill me. So
Who has Tohan seen any of us? Which one has she seen?
She's seen Gal, she's seen
Gal.
Gollum, she's seen
Me.
she's seen Elazar, she's seen Jayla, she's seen everyone at East Haven, the sacrifice and at the,
Okay.
the lottery.
Oh.
She was the one that oversaw the lottery. She's familiar with all the
So not
everyone but
Antiochus,
Antiochus. Everyone but Antiochus.
Well, I'm Kitris right now, so
And Kitris. Kitris
Oh.
was not spotted either. That's right.
wait, so
Oh.
Enoch
And Enoch.
too?
yeah.
Enoch as well. Sorry,
Yeah.
yes.
So
Indeed.
So just main party.
Yeah.
yeah. So in theory, us three could go in with Gal and not immediately be like, "Hey, that's kind of weird."
Would it be weird though for Gowl to be traveling with a tiefling, a halfling, and a half orc though?
Orc.
I think Gal could just play up that he dominated us and forced us to follow him type shit,
I don't know about that.
Or we're prisoners.
Prison.
Like,
I don't know.
I mean, it seems like his father. Don't let me speak for you, Gal. But it seems like his father values strength and that, and is a dominating figure, or sorry, domineering. Is that better?
Yeah.
I don't know words. Sure.
A domineering figure,
So-
and so it might be like, "Oh, that's my son. Good job, son."
I think the problem with that though is that then we'd become prisoners of this camp, and
Right. They might try to feed us to griffins. Or
yeah, we might
Yeah.
become
Or throw
griffin
us off a
food for
bridge.
sure.
Well, wouldn't we like belong to Gowl? So wouldn't we be like his, and so they wouldn't take us, especially out of respect for his father?
Gal, is that how it
I don't
would
know, Gal.
work?
Is that how Goliaths work?
I mean, I've never had prisoners, so I don't know.
I mean, I guess Kitris
Why
has.
do you guys have to be prisoners?
I'm trying to think of how to explain that we're with you.
Yeah.
I mean, companions. You guys are strong.
Okay.
Your own ways.
I-
I mean, no offense to you, little man.
Oh.
And
Okay.
anti-kiss. No offense, you don't look the strongest meat-wise, but
Don't talk about my meat.
Meat-wise?
Why? No.
you don't have meat on the bones, you know?
Right.
Muscles, rah.
I
Even though
get
Kitris
it.
might be little, I can tell he's got muscles.
You know, you could just say I read things for you. You know? Do you know how to
Well,
read?
that's a good
I don't think so. Right?
I don't think I'm gonna mention that.
That is so bold.
It's kind of hurtful, but
Well,
I
yeah.
don't think I'm gonna mention that.
Have you not mentioned that?
I think as long as Kitris and
No,
Gal,
I have mentioned I saw
Okay.
the reading,
Okay.
but
as long as
I-
Kitris and Gal on their way in do the like Carl Weathers and Arnold Schwarzenegger handshake, we'll be good.
Do the gifts. We gotta
Yeah, I
put them
think-
in there.
I think.
I mean-
I think.
Enoch has a good build too, so that's why I think he'd be fine too.
Yeah, he'd probably be.
You just found some really strong friends
Yeah.
of
I
mind
think we
and
can run
body.
with that.
I mean, do we want to do that though?
You're
Is
gonna
that-
be
is
the one
that
that's hard to
valuable?
explain about. I'm gonna be honest, Antiochus.
I'm a wizard. No.
Yeah.
Those magic
For
I
tricks.
love how
it's
your
not,
feelings
it's not
are hurt.
wizards. It's not wizards for Goliath. It's thieves.
Well,
know?
I will say, Mindu likes to hire on magical acquaintances occasionally, so you could say you hired him.
Works for me.
He's a mercenary.
Okay. Or Antiochus doesn't have to go in with you guys. That's
Yeah.
also a choice.
I could do either. I feel like I'm useful anywhere I go.
Well, hey, I don't know if I know this.
I think it might be better for me to go with the sneaky
other two?
people.
Yeah, because you have
Might be the-
invisibility and all that.
Yeah,
good stuff.
I have a bunch of fucking.
Yeah,
I have a bunch
yeah,
of
yeah,
spells
yeah.
that can be helpful.
So we could have plan. Not sneak in and plan sneak in.
Yeah.
Team front door, team back door.
And I guess
Yeah.
Antiochus can. Actually, I don't know if you can do that. We need a way to
What?
communicate with each other. Do you have message?
Ah! No.
No.
Wait, does
but-
Fiska have message?
Just come on.
I have sending. And
Oh, okay.
I also.
Wait,
I
no,
don't know
I
if
might
you
have
want-
other stuff. Let me double check.
Okay.
Oh,
I
wait,
do.
no,
I
we
do
also-
have telepathic speech. Yeah, I
Also,
do.
as mentioned, there was a long rest. I feel like everyone took a long rest and already got a point of
Mhm.
exhaustion away last session. Craig, I think I did long
Holy
rest your character sheet. by the
It
way.
sure looks like it, yeah.
I do have 2 levels of exhaustion.
And
I
you do
think,
have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Oh,
That is correct.
Yeah.
which is really bad.
Well, we
Yeah.
could. Yeah.
That's
we
not
could just
optimal.
Do
Could
that.
be worse. Could be 3.
Unless someone has greater restoration, but
We're not the healing team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Team No Hill.
No, no.
cool. I think yeah, I think that's good. We split it like that. I think you guys kind of make sense because you two are both like physically adept. And then I think I will be more useful with the sneaky people.
Sounds good to me.
So we're hoping to go in there and then somehow get back out at some point.
I think they might just let you leave if you're with Gal. They might just be like, you're our agent now. Like, you're our agents. Like,
But they think Gal's dead, right? Do I understand that correctly?
Yep.
You think they're just gonna let Gal go?
hey, Gal,
I
how
mean-
did you die? You want to tell us? Like, this might be
I
important. for
didn't
us to know.
die.
No.
What?
How?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Okay.
so, it was about a year and a half ago. Was sent on a quest with a troop. I led them. We were kind of ambushed by, pretty sure they were undead dire wolves, and it was a lot. Reason I didn't go back is because I was kind of embarrassed.
Oh.
I was the only one that survived,
Okay.
sadly. I watched all of my friends rise from the dead.
Right.
How do you think
I
they'll
didn't feel like
receive you coming back?
what?
How do you think they'll receive you coming back?
I don't know. I don't know what is happening with my father. I mean, our clan wasn't always bad, so I don't know why making deals like this.
Yeah. I'm sure it has something to do with Oral.
Maybe.
Should we also figure out how you found them?
Them. Us.
Like, yeah, like how you found Karkalok, just so they're not like,
Oh.
wait, how'd you find us? We're happy you're here, but how the fuck did you do that? You know?
Yeah.
And Toheen didn't tell us exactly where to go. She just said return this.
I did tell Toheen it was to give to my father, so she thinks I know about Karkalok. I don't know what my father knows. That, I could say I heard word around the 10 towns about something called Mastermind and all that, and I heard my family was involved. And
Cool.
I heard of a place called Karkalok, and I just started looking.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, while you're in there, obviously you're gonna be scouting around.
Mhm.
And Fiska has that cool thing. What was it again, Fiska? Where you can like brain stuff.
Oh, the telepathic speech?
Yeah. We can do that, so we can keep in contact. But I assume y'all want to enter through the front gate, right?
I feel like that's our best odds.
And we can... Okay. Where do y'all think we should enter? The sneaky team? Because I don't know. I'm nervous. We could start scouting the little houses on the side of the mountain, but we'd have to climb and do all that stuff.
I think we're gonna be climbing anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably like around K1 or K8 and just try to sneak past if we can.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. Cool. Gal...
Yeah, I guess K1 in the west, because all those outlying towers are K1.
Yeah, if we can't find her here, then probably that tent the
Yeah,
goblin's been coming in and out of.
I kind of have a hunch she might be there. If it's because
Yeah.
of my father.
I feel like she's gonna be guarded, so I don't know if any of these huts are gonna actually have anyone in it.
We're just trying to get in without people seeing us.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Gal, take your ale of Dwarven Lords, okay?
Drink it?
Like right before you go in, because it only
Oh,
lasts
okay.
an hour. Only an hour. But it'll give you 10 temp HP and then advantages on saving throws.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Well, are we ready?
Yeah.
Any
we're ready.
questions, concerns?
I think Idris would just say, Gal, I'm gonna kind of let you do the talking, because, you know, we're just with
Be
you,
serious.
right? So,
I hated being serious.
yeah. I get it.
Sorry, dude.
Fine.
So- Sorry,
I
go
was
ahead.
just gonna. Jayla's gonna pat Gal on the shoulder. I'm like, you got this, bud.
Hey.
So, we split the party.
Ah.
My favorite thing to do. Okay, so team negotiations is Gal, Kitris, who else? Enoch, correct?
Yeah.
So we got the beefcakes. The beefcake boys in the front. And then we have the Minotaur and her two sneaky, chaotic, weird people friends, right?
Yeah.
We'll say we have team beefcake boys and team mice and Minotaur.
Well, I like it.
I like that one.
Good.
My Minotaur's good.
Good.
Okay, so the ridge you guys are currently on. So are you departing? Are you guys going to scale down together and then split apart like that, or are you going to split apart now and go each your own ways and descend that way, separated?
I would think split apart now, just to, so we don't run the risk of anybody seeing that there's more of us.
Okay, so Kitris, Gal, and Enoch, you begin to make your way along the ridge down to where your destination is easily. You are able just to move down this ridge naturally and find your way to that eastern. So the eastern portion of the map. If you see, there's kind of like a little trail coming in from the top eastern portion of it, the northeastern portion of it. You guys basically will take that route. You will easily walk down and then walk up that pathway, unless you are choosing to enter another way. That is the most obvious, most non-sneaky way into this.
Can you ping that just so I understand what you're talking about?
Yeah. So up here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Which I'll put you guys on the map. It's gonna take you guys It's gonna take each of you guys 2 hours separated from each other. So an hour for Beefcake Boys to descend safely, and an hour to make it up to this ridge, up this pathway. So it's gonna take 2 hours for you to get there. So it'll be about 8 p.m. when you get to the top right of the map, basically. Team Mice and Minotaur, you guys.
We're having a late night.
Yeah.
You guys will.
That's what I was about to say.
The darkness will give us cover. We got it. I'm trying to be
You
fast.
guys will need to climb down this mountainside. Your path, however, is not as easy as Beefcake Boys are. You have to climb down, actively climb down. You guys have some gear, correct? Uh-oh.
Yes.
Who left? It was Star left for a second.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know. Internet's being weird. I think I gotta connect with a provider and figure out what's going on. I've had bandwidth issues the past couple of days. So, Mice and Minotaur, you guys are. You good, bro?
What
Okay.
is happening?
I think you're pushing a button and it's making you leave. So, Team Ice and Minotaur, you guys are
Normal
going to
dice
scale
back.
down. This will be an athletics / acrobatics check.
Okay.
The DC is since there is a kind of a moderate air draft that's kind of making things harder. It is a DC 18.
Ooh.
Acrobatics or athletics check to scale down. When you get to the bottom of this canyon, this ravine, the wind will probably change. It could be better or worse.
Can Demetrius give me the help action by like pushing my back and stuff like that?
Sure.
Wow.
He's like flapping his wings
An
to push
owl?
against you.
Things
Yeah.
are like
I love that.
5 ounces.
I'm not very heavy either, by the way. I'm 3 feet tall, so.
Can I? This might be dumb. Can I take my rope and like kind of like attach us somehow, so just in case
Yeah.
one falls, I can try to catch them.
Yeah, so if anyone falls, there will be advantage made to save their ass, basically.
Cool.
Okay.
'Cause I might
Okay.
fall.
Can I fly? I can fly, right? Or is the wind really bad?
It's still pretty like you can fly,
Okay.
but you would still have to make a check. Like you can theoretically like float down, but there is still the check that is required to make it down.
I'm gonna use
Okay.
my inspiration.
Oh.
I'm not gonna use this dice. Oh, way better, way better, way better.
So we need an 18.
21.
I did say it was an 18.
Okay.
You got a 17.
Yeah. I got worse the second time down. Alrighty.
I will say this. Jayla had already tied you, so you go to kind of fly off, and you just go limp and just like hanging there as she's like climbing down, and you're kind of just like dead fish on this rope as you're just getting bashed around by the wind for an hour. Now you are thankfully saved. She, you didn't fail egregiously. I'm gonna be very generous in this moment, but you try to fly and you realize it. You lose control. And you just lose yourself in the moment. Your knees get weak.
Oh
Your palms get sweaty.
Goodness.
Um,
I'm gonna just let her
Antiochus-
the rest of the way down.
Antiochus makes this look like he's a professional mountaineer. He is climbing down this mountain fast with Demetrius' aid. Jayla, what did you get?
21.
21. Jayla as well. You guys are swiftly making your way down and successfully descend
I already
this
done this once
mountainside.
before. This is my second time in a couple days.
Yep. You guys make it to the bottom of this ravine, this canyon, so to speak, and there are, it's just peppered with rocks and ice and many mountain things. As you push your way towards your destination, you get to the base of this next ridge to begin to scale up to climb to where you want. This will, as you get to the bottom, you see that the wind improves. The wind slows down as the wind kind of dies down. Flying is made much easier and more reliable now. Since the winds have died down, it is a DC 14 to scale up. It will take you another hour to scale up. You do know that as you look up from where you stand, that the fall from that walk of doom is fatal. It is a swift end, and even as you get close to this other mountain, as you begin to scale, you see there are many bones that have peppered the ground. Many goblin bones, many humanoid bones, various sizes and shapes, various animals that are down here as well. As you begin to make your climb up the mountainside.
My new body's putting in work.
Whew. 14 on the dot.
Yep. Jayla, you are tired and winded from having to keep Fiska from, she was a dead fish on the rope. You are still in the strain from that. But you push through. Fiska rolls a 9. Fiska, you try to climb and realize, why am I doing this? And you just fly. You begin to fly.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. The wind has died down, so you can fly at the moment. So yeah, you start climbing, and you do the thing where you fall in slow motion. You start flapping your wings. You're like, oh, wait a minute, and you comically correct yourself.
Chill.
Each of you are able to make your way up this mountain side. If you would like, let me put your tokens, Jayla, Fiska, and I saw Sir Lancelot, and I thought it said slut, and I was like, what?
What?
I was like, what?
It's our
You don't
slut.
know. Sir Lancelot doesn't know what Sir Lancelot did earlier in life.
Uh,
He can't remember that far back.
been a while.
So I will
So
say
those
you
the
guys
good
can
old days.
position yourself where you want to on that kind of like I'm gonna let you kind of be below the watchtower. Like you're not up to the point where you have to make stealth checks. I mean, obviously climbing up this ridge, you will have to make stealth checks to get past this watchtower.
Yeah.
So you can go anywhere along that along this ledge right here.
Probably like right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys will be just kind of chilling beneath the lip. For a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah,
Cool.
because I want. I don't want K4's guy to be able to like look over and be like, "Hey, what are they?"
Yeah. So you guys spend your 2 hours making a treacherous climb, a trek, and when you get to the top of this mountain, the wind becomes harsh and uninviting. The wind's whipping you around. You notice that these watchtowers kind of sway with the wind. You hear the creak of the wood nearby as you see torchlights and the braziers that are up here kind of flicker and dim with the way the wind is blowing. It is impossible to fly right now. If you try to fly, it will be a DC 25 strength check
Wow.
just to oppose the updraft of wind. The noise is loud and deafening, so stealth checks will be made with advantage, and perception checks with disadvantage as the wind has strengthened. So you guys are there scoping out the three beefcake boys. As you guys make your way up, you do notice a change in the wind. And like as I said, it takes about 2 hours for both of you. 8 p.m. rolls around, and the sun has already gone down. The darkness has kind of descended upon the mountainside. All three of you have dark vision, correct or no?
I think so.
I know
Yeah.
Enoch does,
I
Kitris
do.
does. Gal, you are kind of like
Being led by
following.
them.
Yeah, you're being led by them. And the three of you make it to Gal. There's Kitris. There's Enoch. You guys make it to quarter of the map over here. So you guys are making your way up this pathway. Not yet noticed. You see the braziers, the torches, and what lighting effect here are being buffeted by the wind. Like I said before, these watchtowers have goblins that are looking around. One of them has a horn that's slung across their back. How do you guys approach? Are you approaching open and kind of just like, suave and swagger? Are you just walking up like you own the place? Or are you kind of trying to be stealthy and then when you shit hit sideways, kind of reveal yourself situation? Or any other options that you think of?
Kissers would just say, Gal, should we, like, sneak or something, or do you think we could just walk in?
Good question. Yeah, we say fuck it.
And just
Walk in like we belong there.
Just walk in.
Yeah.
Eh?
Take the lead. After you,
I can't
sir.
see.
Yeah, he stumbles and trips on a rock for a second.
Yeah, I mean, if we're just walking in like we own the place, I'll light up a torch.
Okay, yeah, it lights up, shadows dance across the walls nearby as the torch stays lit barely, but it's enough to guide you. And you guys are easily noticed as you approach, you will be easily noticed by these watchtowers. I would like just performance checks, more or less just to convey swagger. Basically, all this is,
Sweet.
all this is, I need you to make an order check.
Alright.
Basically, all this is determines whether or not these goblins will stop you, or if they just let you kind of walk past the watchtower without any kind of like interaction.
You said performance.
Alright.
This is a performance check.
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
Performance.
have a
19.
Pretty nice.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Let's say
Okay.
15, or do I need to use inspiration?
Do you feel confident with a 15?
That's cocked, and I'm so happy it's cocked.
Uh,
3 to 13 and a 1.
yes.
Okay. What'd you do?
With my inspiration, so I originally rolled a 5. With
Mhm.
my inspiration, I rolled a 5. So I got a 5.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So
Lovely.
Kitris and Ninik, you guys display confidence and swagger as you walk forward, torch in hand as you push against the whipping wind. Gal, however,
stumbling around
does
still.
not convey. He is still stumbling, and he is kind of doing one of those things where he's like tripping and trying to catch his. He's playing Death Stranding. He's trying to catch his balance as he's carrying his cargo. And you guys make your way closer to the to this first wall, more or less before the watchtower, before you make it to the main gates, where you see a goblin, small goblin, climb a small ladder to look over the wall. He just like puts a little stool down, steps up, and he you watch as they ready a bow. You see that they the bow they have is a longbow that they stretch back. It looks like it's too large and too heavy for them to pull back, but you watch this goblin pull back with some sort of training, some sort of formal station or title, and he sees you approach, and he looks at the three of you. Well, who do we have here marching in on our houses? State your name, state your business. What can I help you? And he's like yelling this. So the goblin next time looks around, and you notice the goblins at the watchtower kind of look over, and they are noticing this too, as that you see them kind of like just reaching for arrows and having them ready at their bow, as if they're just taking ready to actions, basically, as they are watching you.
Gal, you're up.
The name's Gao. Gao Thulankalaga.
The goblin says, "Who?"
Thulankalaga. My tribe is here.
Well, what are you doing out there? Where's your griffin? Don't you all ride griffins in?
I don't have my griffin.
What happened to it?
It's at home.
So what you doing walking all the way out here for? If you do, what are you here for then?
I'm here to talk with my father,
Who's that?
chieftain of the tribe.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. He looks at the goblin. The goblin tracks him too. He says, the other goblin says, "Ask him about his friends." The one goblin looks at, "Who are these people with you? Are they slaves? Are they food? We know youth and laka-lakas are real feisty when it comes to preying animals."
They're my companions.
Oh, well, that's fucking lame. If you are then laka-laka, what's my name?
Jackson.
Yes.
The shot in
He
the
looks
dark.
up to the goblin. How do you fucking know that? What he says must be true. And the goblin says, "All right, well, make your way over to the main gate and don't do nothing stupid. You hear? Us silent storm types don't really like these Goliaths, but you know we are a cog in a bigger plan. So you keep to yourselves, we keep to ourselves, and don't hurt the children. They are curious lots, and they you know how children are. They wonder. But
How would I hurt children?
from what I hear, you people are just ravages, just savage animals. But you should know that more than I do. You hail from this clan of depraved, bald, gray people.
I'm just gonna continue on, I guess. I'm gonna stop this conversation there.
Yeah, he just hawks a belugi and spits it over the side of the wall as he gets off his little stool and goes about his business. As you see him do that, him like loosen his bow and do that, you watch as the other watchtower over there, you watch them knock their arrows, put their bows back over their back, just go back to the brazier as they look around and they kind of try to keep warm by these brazier fires.
Question.
And you guys are allowed to pass. Yes.
Fiska, who did you cast that communication spell on before we split up?
That's a good question.
The
That
connection
is a
lasts
great
for
question.
6 minutes.
It lasts for 6 minutes, so I wasn't anticipating it lasting
Oh,
very long, to be
okay.
honest.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well then,
So
Oh.
probably, yeah.
So we don't have a way to communicate then.
no.
Okay.
There's no
We
communication.
could cast sending.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
That voice hurt my throat so much.
Yeah.
My throat's a little rough now. So you guys pass that first wall, past that watchtower with ease. And why did I name you Goo? Oh, your name's Gal. Okay, I thought it just cut off.
Ghoul.
That's kind of my
You guys
name.
make your way past these. You notice that the other goblins at the watchtower. You watch as you pass that watchtower. One of the goblins grabs a torch from the brazier as you pass it, and they like wave their arm up in the sky and like do some sort of signal to the other watchtower. And you watch as that watchtower receives it, does that, and then like throw it over. They like motion towards the wall, and you watch as some activity happens on the walls as you guys approach. It looks like they are beginning to open the wall for you as you approach. You guys get over. Oh, if you guys want to talk while you're making your way over, you're able
was
to
just
talk
gonna say,
to one another without anyone hearing.
You think his name
No.
was really Jackson?
Ooh, but it worked.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
worked.
it helped. Gal, do
Yes.
you eat children?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I don't know why they said we eat children.
Oh,
Listen, it's been a year and a half. I don't know what the hell's happening.
all right.
I'm in the dark as much as you guys are right now. Why the hell would they eat children and people?
I don't know.
Oh, I hope they're not cannibals now. Influence on veggies didn't work. We'll continue.
You guys make your way over to the main gate. Once at the main gate, you notice that there are these two massive braziers of fire that are thrown back and forth, illuminate the ambiance of this gate. The gate itself is 50, like the wall itself is, it says 30 feet on the map, but it's 50 feet up. The wall is 50 feet up, and you notice that the gate as you approach is a kind of a 30-foot tall it's a gate. It's fashioned out of crosshatch pieces of wood that have been kind of lashed. It's very much a makeshift wooden gate.
Okay.
It is easily. I mean, you could think it could probably easily be smashed apart. Everything you see has been made out of wood, reinforced wood made out of wood. The gate itself is about 30 feet high. There is a heavy chain and padlock that kind of sits on the inside of the gate, which you, as you approach the bottom of the gate, you watch as another goblin. This time, a goblin atop a polar bear rides over to the gate, gets off their polar bear, and makes their way to the gate to unlock it. You see they have a key around their neck. And they make it to the gate. You notice that as you're at the gate, there is about a 2-foot gap that kind of separates the gate from the ground. So if someone was small, they could kind of slide underneath it. The goblins at the top of this gate look identical to the one you just talked to. They have the same outfit on, same kind of bow, same kind of attire, and they just watch you. And you see that some of them are kind of shivering as they like kind of rub their shoulders a little bit. And you see that they are moving back and forth, not out of demand, but out of necessity, as they are trying to keep their bodies warm as they move about, trying to stimulate their circulatory system. And they are talking back and forth in Goblin to one another. You make it to the gate, and you notice that the individual on the polar bear got off his polar bear, came over to the door, and you hear the heavy padlock click as it opens. The padlock swings open. They take the padlock off the gate, and you watch as they push the gate outwards. Very much rudimentary compared to what Sunblight's gate system was like. Very much goblin-made architectural design. Sadly, none of you notice this goblin, or you know this goblin, but you don't recognize this goblin. As a bit of a fun little callback, this goblin was the only goblin to survive from your guys' party's assault on that tower.
The tower?
Of
Holy
goblins.
shit.
This is the one that got away on the polar bear. This is the last surviving one.
Did we let him go? Is that what happened?
They just escaped. They just
Oh,
bolted
okay.
away.
Yeah, they were too fast.
They rode the
Holy
polar bear
crap.
off into the sunset. Yeah, deep
That's
callback. Huh?
impressive.
Which Gal wasn't a part of the team then, thankfully. So no one is recognized by this
okay.
goblin. So, they opened the door, and I don't remember what their name was, but I named them Ronald. So Ronald McDonald, the goblin, opens the door for you, and you see you see more mountainous terrain. You see little ladders that climb up. You also notice that there are kind of like overhanging cages on pieces of wood that overhang from a bridge. As you step in, there's gonna be a lot of me like unveiling and stuff. So Ronald opens the gate for you, allows you to pass within. Ronald says, looks to you and says to all of you, "Oi, bruv, my name's Ronald. What's your names? State your business, and welcome to Cock-a-Lock."
My name's Gal.
"Nice to meet you, gal. My name is Ronald."
Nice to meet you.
"Pleasure's mine. You bear marks of the Dulaka-Laka, and you quite..." Comes over and pats you on the side of your thigh. "Quite muscular, hmm?"
I'm known for my muscles.
"Well, me too." And you see he pulls the sleeves up, and you see like the smallest muscle indentation as he flexes. "It's good to have strong men that can protect our city, protect our children, our wives." "Do you guys really eat children, by the way?"
No,
Nasty rumor.
who made that rumor?
Nasty rumor going around the goblins. I said, no. Every Goliath I've met at least from while we've had this alliance, they've been real pleasurable. They've been real nice. They've been nice to old Ronald.
No, we don't eat children.
"Well, that's good. What about you other companions? Do you eat children? Children eaters?" "Me and Gal here will kick your asses."
I've never eaten a child. No.
"Well, that's good. Me neither. Thought I should add that on. I don't want you guys to get the wrong impression of me."
Secretly as a hypocrite. Love children. 10 out of 10. Who would eat again?
He does ask, "What's your name, friends?"
Kitris.
"Petrus. Very nice."
Enoch.
"Enoch. Very nice. You're not a eunuch, are you?"
No.
"Well, thank God for that. That would be rough." "Well, do you need me to guide you around this encampment, or do you know about your way? You should." He looks at you, Gal. "I've never seen you before. You seem like a newcomer, obviously. I've never seen a Goliath with purple and blue. I mean, I've seen the chieftain. He's got purple markings, but the other ones just have blue. Are you like some sort of big shot? Hmm? Some sort of machismo man?"
His son.
"Oh, son. I didn't know he had one of those. Are you
He's
sure?"
his son.
Pretty sure.
I mean, the markings speak more than my words.
"Well," he like lifts up his shirt and you see some purple bruising. "I got markings too, but they're not my own doing. So I don't know if those are just weird wonky bruises, but
And you can
should I
feel
take you
them if you want.
if you really are his son, will you actually probably not put a good word in for me because Mindu might not like that, but just let them know that old Ronald let you in. And Ronald,
Okay.
would you like me to guide you over there, or you find..."
Yeah, if you could guide me. I've never been here before.
Perfect. "Well, if you want to speak to your father, probably should go the quickest route. So, who's all up for some climbing?" And he like points over to like a 50-foot tall, like rickety ladder. "That's your best means of quick access to old Papa. Or we can take the scenic route." And he like motions behind him, and you notice behind him, I haven't revealed on the map yet, but there are two bridges. One of the bridges cuts across like this entire, what you see this bridge right here. There's a bridge that cuts across. That one is 30 feet up. There's a bridge that cuts across between two of these like mountainous, kind of like rocky, boulder size like mountains. Further past that, which I haven't revealed yet, you see further past that, which you can easily see beneath these bridges. Far off in the distance at a third bridge, the far back wall is kind of like a bridge/wall. It's kind of an all-in-one encompassing structure. There is a bunch of commoner-looking folk. There's a bunch of like humanoids in cold weather clothing who are sitting around braziers. There, in numbers, there are about 15 to 20 of them that are all kind of just sitting around braziers, talking to one another. They're all just, you just see like humanoids in like cold weather clothing. That's the only real description you get from this distance. Kind of hanging beneath the bridge, the main bridge itself, is a massive 9-foot tall wooden metallic golem-like construct that has a helm-shaped head that kind of hangs from ropes and pulleys as if some sort of marionette. It looks like a marionette that hangs from these ropes and pulleys. Whatever that is, definitely is not goblin made. It's far too well made to be goblin made. The ropes and pulleys that are hanging on it like a marionette are definitely goblin made. But whatever that is not goblin made or goblin originated. And there are a couple of like large sized cages that look like they have bones in them. And these little cages that hang over this bridge have dead bones and humanoid bones. You see one of the skeletons is like partially rotten away. There's still some flesh that clings to its to the bones. Ronald motions. All right, well, follow me up this ladder, gents, and we will be right off to see Papa.
Oh, I was gonna say, let's get to know you more and take the scenic route.
Yeah.
You really want to know about Ronald?
Yeah.
Really?
Ronald Mr. McDonald it was, right?
You know my father?
Oh, no.
I about to say, tell that son of a bitch he missed out on raising a good man. Me, I'm the good man. Well,
yeah.
Well, all right. I'll fill you in. We'll walk. We'll talk. We'll see what we can get up to. As as you guys push in, he closes the gate, puts the little padlock back on, puts the rope over his neck, and you see him tuck it into his little, cloth-like shirt. And he says, "Well, if we're gonna do the scenic route, I gotta get on my old polar bear here. This is my genuine best friend. I don't mean to talk like a country person. That's just when I'm getting on my mount, I feel so cowboy-like."
What's his name?
This is Polar Bear.
Polar.
Oh,
That's a pretty good name.
Very
It's
original.
POLRREBEAR. One word. Polar Bear. Well, let's go. And he begins the polar bear kind of as he trots it off, as he begins to take you into the interior of the structure. And with that, we cut away as Team Beefcake has made their way into Karkalok with Ronald in tow.
Woo! What was in the cages? Did you say, or were they empty?
It's just skeleton bodies that are
okay.
just kind of clinging to existence.
Gotcha.
And I'll reveal more of the area when we cut back over.
Yeah.
So, with that, as we see our party members make their way in, we cut over to Team Mice and Minotaurs. Team Mices and Minotaur. You guys don't know what's going on with your party members. You haven't seen them in 2 hours, but you are at a point where you can scale over the bridge and begin to make your sneaky way in.
Okay.
The wind is whipping about. You have advantage on stealth checks, and people that you have advantage on stealth checks. There won't be disadvantage because they're passive perception, so it's not really like they are actively making perception checks occasionally. You as you kind of watch from afar, you notice that occasionally the goblins look over. About every 5 minutes or so, they kind of nonchalantly glance over, do kind of a patrol around the watchtower just to look out, to actively watch. So you have about a 5-minute timer of a contested roll, if that makes sense. But what do? You guys going up here? Or are you going further along? Just as a reminder, attached to the side of this mountain cliff, which Tyler did mention, there are some ramshackled huts about 9 feet up on wooden stilts that kind of cling very precariously to the rock face. There are rope ladders that hang down from each structure that kind of sway, especially right now. They are swaying and whipping around in the wind. So those are like little huts that may or may not have people inside of them. And there's this watchtower next to you. What are you doing?
I really don't think she's in there.
Yeah.
She's too special for that.
Yeah.
I mean, we can just follow that's a path, right? That's a wooden path.
Yeah, that is a wooden path. So you would basically climb over this lip of this mountainside, and there are just wooden planks that have been kind of set into the cliffside, nailed into the cliffside just to give some sort of extra grip. There's no ropes on the side or anything to keep anyone from falling off the ledge, but these planks have been put just for some extra grip to move around this cliff side.
Could I send Demetrius out and just like get a bird's eye view of Karkalok? See what I see?
Yeah. Sadly, no, because the wind is
Oh, right.
quite crazy right now. He would not be able to fly. His beautiful little tiny owl wings will not be able to move through
Okay.
the space at the moment.
Yeah, we can just follow the wood path,
Mhm.
but then we'd be walking by some dogs, which those are wolves. If you zoom in on them, those are wolves.
Oh, yeah, at the far end.
On each of the K4s.
There's just a pair of feet walking around. Those dogs.
Dog. Yeah. Or we can kind of just like make our way through the little like ramshackle village, but might be difficult.
We might.
Mhm.
Would it be? Because you said we could be anywhere on this ridge, right?
Yeah. I realistically anywhere on that ridge there. So like anywhere like right here. Like you can, I would say probably from this little bend all the way over here.
Gotcha.
Like that side of the cliff.
Okay. Would it make more sense for us to be over here?
If you wanted to go up, but then that just leads straight into like another wall.
I don't want to waste
scary.
time looking in here because I really don't think she's in here.
Well, no, we can just like walk over here.
Oh.
If we think she's closer, like if we think she's basically with Gal's father.
Oh, yeah.
Which might be the case. So we can start appearing here if we want. Yeah? Okay.
Oh! Oh, great. Sorry. I just saw something he's instant. Would I kind of recognize... Remember when I had that vision?
Mm-hmm.
Would I kind of recognize, like, her environment? I don't know if she would have been here the whole time, but it's worth a shot.
More or less, when you had your vision, you mainly just saw Lomaya. It was kind of one of those things where it's just Lomaya. Like, everything's, like, blacked out. So you just, like, think of, like, Stranger Things when Eleven's, like, receiving or whatever. It's very much like that. So more or less, you just saw her. You didn't really see any kind of
Boo. Okay.
clear details or anything like that of nature.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we can go that way. I'm just thinking that Gal and them are already heading that way. We could cover more ground if we go a different direction. I don't know if that's smart. It could be stupid.
I mean, you guys always have the option to stay on this ledge and then just make like another kind of like a stealth check to get around that wall if you want to go up. Like you can hug this little. I will say you can hug this.
Like a shimmy.
Yeah, like you're shimmying. Little risk of falling off, so no real checks need to be made. The only check you would need to make would be a stealth check to get past.
I'm down with that idea.
The wall or watchtower, which they will have disadvantage when they're actively looking.
I'm down with that idea.
Yeah, I just don't know how we'll get past everyone. I'm nervous, guys.
I can make us all invisible, unless someone can make themselves invisible.
Nope, no magic here.
All right, I will. This is taking one of my 2 4th level spell slots.
Oh.
Well, to make everyone invisible. But,
it's okay. You're level 8. You'll be fine.
Oh yeah, you are.
I'm a big guy. But yeah, I'll make all of us invisible.
Okay, so Fiska, Jayla, and Antiochus, Jayla, and Fiska, you guys are all rendered invisible. Antiochus is focusing on this spell. He is concentrating.
We got 1 hour.
you guys are all invisible, which I'll just make all of you white. Just concentrating.
I get it because it's snowy. It snows.
Yes. So, you guys are invisible. You were going past this watchtower, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, easily, no stealth checks needed. You are able to walk past or shimmy past with no checks necessary. You're able to navigate around it thanks to the aid of your invisibility spell. And you make it to this northern portion. Well, now what do you do?
Okay, go. One of you go check if. Oh, could I? I'm gonna set Demetrius out, and I'm gonna say, Demetrius, go walk into the tent. He's just a little owl. He's just a little guy. So he's just gonna try to walk into the tent.
Okay. You're sending Demetrius out on a scouting mission, basically.
Yeah.
I would like Demetrius to make a stealth check.
Come on, man. Does he have advantage though? Because
he does have advantage because he is a white owl, correct?
Yep.
The wind is crazy. Because you were telling him to walk past a massive bird of prey, a massive hippogriff. I might think a little owl is quite delicious and tasty.
Good snack.
Why don't we just do it?
I mean, when a chicken nugget walks to you, you're gonna take a bite, right?
Because a little owl will be like, oh, how did an owl get here? Okay, you can have it, type. Like, they're not gonna think nothing of an owl, but if we fuck up, then it's like, that's a big fuck up. Okay.
What kind of owl is it? Is it a snowy owl?
Yeah.
Ooh, that could be like an oral related.
Can I use my inspiration?
Yeah. It's your resource. You tell me. Yeah.
Nice.
Demetrius gets over the ledge, slips and falls. Takes a
Okay.
tumble.
He got a 22.
Yeah. So you guys peer over as you're invisible, and you just watch Demetrius like hop.
I love that.
Hop his way towards the. Which tent are you sending him to?
The tent where the meat was taken to.
Where
meat
the
tent.
blood was going in now. Yeah. So you watch Demetrius make his way.
Making his way.
He just slips past these two individuals without a care in the world.
I love that. Just right in between them.
Are you like watching through his eyes while this is happening too?
Yeah. Yeah.
So as you're peering through Demetrius' eyes, you are observing his environmental surroundings as he makes his way. One of you guys are holding on to Antiochus before he goes into this, so he doesn't fall off the mountain. Demetrius gets up close to this hippogriff, and I think Demetrius might probably be scared of this large bird. Maybe you feel this sense of fear as he kind of Pink Panther tiptoes past this owl, this hippogriff. And the hippogriff, as you look at it, you notice these hippogriffs are massively muscular for the weight they carry. They carry these Goliath hunters and tribesmen. There are many scars. Their talons and their beak are tipped with metal, like they've been armored. They have a set of armor on as well. These are very much armored, flying war mounts, stained with blood on the metal and on the claw. You watch as Demetrius slips past them and makes her way past a clergy type. There's a Goliath with a rather clerical get-up on. You look at her. There are two women on either side of this hut. Still muscular, still strong. They seem to not really be brandishing any weapons, but you notice that they have very beautifully blue glowing eyes, and on the middle of their forehead are burnt in branded snowflakes, 6-pointed star snowflakes on their heads. They don't look down and notice you, but they are more than less. They don't look like they're breathing. They look like they're just stationary in some sort of either trance, or they are just that high focus and high maintained on their duties. As you see Demetrius slips past, and Demetrius passes into this structure, this tent. This tent is very much, think of a Native American tents, very much hide, large wooden beam that helps them stay upright. And you notice that inside this tent are 3 humanoids and a goat. There is a goat that lays with its belly cut open, blood kind of just seeping on the ground. The intestines have been pulled out. The goat obviously is dead. You know, obviously it's dead. The goat has been tauntauned, if that is an easier reference to understand. Next to the goat with a rather ceremonial sharpened like bone knife is a goblin with just a normal looking goblin woman. She has some blood markings all over her body and she seems to be conducting some sort of something. She's doing some sort of probably like ritualistic looking motions with the blood, and she's like cutting parts of her body. Next to her, kind of watching, kind of leaning against the tent, just watching, is a figure that you recognize. You see a priestess-looking drow leaning against the tent, watching this goblin doing their motions. And lastly, you notice a Goliath woman. She is pregnant, or rather, she was pregnant. You see kind of blood lying on the floor, and you see this goblin walking over to this Goliath woman who just gave birth, and she is cutting the umbilical cord. And you watch as there are different like pools of blood around the area where the baby is ceremoniously dipped into the blood, washed in this, bathed in this blood. Then you watch the goblin kind of washing the Goliath woman with some blood. The Goliath woman has passed out from just sheer pain of whatever's happening and what this birth that she's went through. You then watch as the baby, after this bloodbath has happened, is sent over, taken over to the goat and put inside the goat's body. And you watch as the goblin lady. Do you speak goblin by chance?
Nope.
The goblin lady says something in goblin, and you watch as she begins to sew the baby inside the goat with a knife and a leather strap. And you watch as she's saying something in goblin. The drow lady responds to her back in goblin. You don't know what they're saying, but you notice that Demetrius notices that.
How does Lamaya look in reaction to this?
Passed out. She is passed out from pain and
she's
exhaustion.
okay. Cool. Okay.
Does not know it is whatever's happening is happening.
Do they have like a? Does it look aggressive? Their body language? I guess even if. I guess that wouldn't work.
I would say Demetrius could make a insight check on both, or make an insight check for the both, kind of like the atmosphere that's in here.
Sure. He's good at that, probably. Okay. No, it's an 8.
Demetrius and you are kind of taken aback by what you just saw. You can't really get a read of the room. Kind of shocked. I forgot to reveal that. But that something is going on in that room with that.
It's a different culture.
Yeah, cultural difference.
Yeah. I mean, if this was culturally normal for them, they probably wouldn't be freaking out. So, but I will guess I'll just tell like Demetrius to kind of like lay down in the snow.
Okay.
Kind of like
just burrows into a little snow patch.
Yeah.
I like it.
And then I'll come out and I'll be like, okay, good news, bad news. Found Lamaya. She's already given birth. She's still alive. It looked like, pretty sure. But they just sewed her baby inside of a goat. Is that a normal? Do you know? Is that a normal practice? Is this magic? Oh, Tohin was there, and then a goblin lady was there.
I assume this is not normal for me.
Yeah, I mean, no. I mean,
Okay,
not really.
I assume not. Okay.
Hang on. Are they killing the baby immediately so the baby comes back with a star on its head?
That's horrific.
And it's like when the baby comes out of the goat again, it's like being reborn. Sorry. Anyways,
We
So-
need. You need.
Demetrius, he can't really do a lot.
We.
He can just watch and be frightened by what he's watching. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Here, I have an idea.
Okay.
We catch when the griffin's on fire.
Nice.
That distracts them. One of the dead ones. One of the dead ones. That'll cause a distraction, maybe, and we can go in there. I don't know how long they'll keep her alive since she's done what she was supposed to. So we need to act fast.
Do we care? Is the child dead? Do we care about the child?
That.
Lamaya
It's your
might
call.
care.
I also think Gal will care.
All right.
So we get the goat too. That's fine.
Yeah.
How did?
Or just open up the goat. Why not?
I think. I just want
I
to
got
tell
my
you guys.
steam ripper right here.
I just want to tell you guys. Once we do anything, if one of us does the invisibility, your invisibility drops.
Oh,
And
We
ha-
can't,
sorry,
we can't like throw something and like.
Nope.
Oh fuck!
Well,
Can you get Demetrius to start a fire?
Demetrius, are there like sticks in that fire over there? Are there like is there like a
Maybe
bundle
you
of
just-
torches somewhere? He could do it feasibly.
it's
It's
more
like
or less like a metal brazier with
Yeah.
logs inside of it that are on fire. I mean, there are a couple of wood piles here and there around the area. Each of the wood piles are kind of closely positioned next to some other Goliath. There are, besides the clergy Goliaths that you passed, there are massive just men and women Goliaths that are just wearing leather armor. They have swords of ice that kind of cascade ice off them, like steam ice off of them, strapped to their back. You watch as the ice kind of blackens where it touches on their back. It like has frostbite in their skin, but they don't seem to be affected by it. And they too seem to have these blue icy eyes and this oral snowflake on their forehead.
Uh,
I have a rules question really quick. So invisibility ends on attack or spell. Does the deck of illusions count? Does like an action count that's not an attack or a spell directly?
Let me double check.
Eh,
Because I've always been in the mindset where any action you do that is otherwise just sneaking and like staying to
Mhm.
yourself reveals takes the illusionary magic away from you. But let
Okay.
me just double check.
I do
Just finding where the
have
line is.
I do
I'm
have a
about to
fourth
just do
level
something.
I do have a 4th level spell slot that is greater invisibility, which then you can do shit while you're invisible. But I have Dimension Door with that, so I was like, I don't know.
5e.
Well, I do have vortex warp, so I could also
okay.
just like warp Lamaya out of the tent and then we run.
Oh, what about the baby?
Oh right,
Yeah,
never mind.
we need to
okay,
just get them
so-
out of the tent.
So as far as invisibility goes, yeah, it's just attacks or spell. So you could do any kind of other non-attack / spell interactions to stay invisible.
So we
Okay.
could potentially start a fire.
You guys potentially could do that while you guys discuss in your secret channel. I assume we're gonna cut back over because you guys have some information you can kind of sit with and kind of think about and plan something. So you don't have to feel pressure to do it in the moment. We cut back over to the party as Ronald keeps leading the Beefcake Boys. Yeah, well,
Boys of Ronald.
so you're gonna see as we come through here, we got a bunch of you don't need me to. I mean, these are just some random common folk that tuned in. They came. They were accompanied by one of the town speakers. We can kind of show them some niceties. We've been kind of nice to them, and you see a larger area get unveiled to you. Revealed is a better way. Yeah, revealed. Which let me fucking grab one of these. You see this massive area get revealed, there are some stairs. I'm just gonna erase everything and show you. You see that. You notice that hanging from beneath this wall structure is that figure that is kind of marionetted up into the
It's a Mandalorian.
a little whistle noise.
It's Boba Fett.
You notice as you enter this area, there are many commoners, like Ronald said, as he motions you through, and he kind of takes the lead and moves past these people. You see a couple of commoners kind of cast him a glance sideways as he moves through with these three new figures that have entered. As you guys pass through, I would like you guys to make a perception check for me.
Woo!
Okay.
I love rolling.
Perception.
Oh, I don't like that result though. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Go for it. Go for it.
Got a dirty 20.
Yeah. Well, I guess I didn't need to. 17.
20.
13.
Enoch, you are kind of. I think Enoch's mesmerized by whatever this marionette thing is. You're kind of. You're just making your way through the crowd, kind of going about, kind of focusing.
I'm already looking for weak points.
Yeah,
You're
seeing.
in case it comes after me.
I love it.
True. Ethan and Craig. I'm gonna drag you to the secret channel together, and I'm gonna tell you what you see.
Ooh,
A dual secret? Whoa!
Whoa.
So it shouldn't be too long. So what you guys notice as you're making your way through the crowd are that some of these I will take you back up.
Edge.
Or you go
Oh,
feather
yeah.
fall?
I don't
Do you
have
have
feather
that?
fall.
You don't have
No.
I fly. I don't have it. Okay, I didn't take it. I fly though.
Oh my god, this would have been such a good occasion for it.
It would have been, wouldn't have.
Okay, so
Oh no.
Kitris, Enoch, and Gal, you guys are making your way through this crowd, and these big metal cages are empty. The cages kind of overhang, have skeleton bodies in them as well. You guys are actually led up. We see where that kind of bridge is broken. These are broken down as like makeshift ramps. Like maybe at one point in time these things had broken, and instead of just like, oh, why fix it when we could just turn it into a ramp? So it's been reinforced into a ramp that kind of scales up to the ledge above. And you watch as this Ronald makes you all follow. You follow behind him and his polar bear, and you guys make your way up this area and begin to make your way further and further into this compound. As you make your way over here, you guys see, now that you're up here, this bridge is just empty. There's no one really on it. There's just a brazier. You make your way. Ronald continues conversation. He says, what the hell's this goblin doing way over here? What the fuck is this? Why is there just goblin randomly?
You were dragging it with our group just now.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, what the fuck, dude?
He's just flying.
Yeah. As you guys make your way, Ronald says, well, we're almost there. It's been, a nice chit-chat with you. Nice talk, Kitris, Enoch, and Gal. I think from here, I'll make my way back to the gate and man the gate just in case any other friends want to come in and talk. Good luck. Kind of conversations, from what I've heard, have been pretty rough inside. You might not be let in. It might be kind of request kind of situation. So good luck. They don't let lower standing members in. So, or at least Mindu doesn't. Don't try not to say anything to Mindu. She is quite vicious. I once sneezed in the wrong direction and she almost killed me. So I don't sneeze around her. I don't know if she's got like a phobia or maybe it was just a bad day. Wrong time, wrong place, but good luck. And he you notice those goblins over there look at you, and you see Jackson over there just like looking at all of you, and nods. And you see Ronald leaves you. Him and his polar bear leave.
So as soon as they leave, Kitris, like really low, will be like, did anyone else see what happened with the commoners?
I saw.
Enoch, did you see that?
No, I was looking at the giant puppet.
Oh. So as soon as we walked in, our faces were on their faces. It was like a ripple.
What?
They were copying us, I think.
Crap.
So not normal commoners.
Right. So doppelgangers.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Doppelganger.
Okay. That's not great.
You guys,
Little.
as you talk here at this area, you see the kind of like the building, like more so of a building structure than anything at this location. You notice at the main entrance is a set of 3 hobgoblins. These hobgoblins are wearing black, wearing some Silent Storm accoutrement. Actually, it's only 2. Sorry, it's only 2 hobgoblins. They are wearing some. Their names are Devastator and Devastator. You see, they are wearing some. They are wearing robes that all have Silent Storm markings, which are 3 lightning bolts. Next to each of them, kind of on either side, are 2 large, massive skeleton figures, pure skeleton. They appear to be minotaurs that are raised and on watch. They are watching, and they're just sitting next to these. They're just kind of motionless, standing there. Across the way, away from this main entrance, this like entrance in, you look across and you see a massive Duragar, who is clad in heavy Chardalin armor, who sits at another door into this entrance as if on guard. None of you, I think Kitris, or no, none of you have seen this. Antiochus has seen this individual at some point. But this Duragar is massively armored, very heavily thick, heavy plate armor. It is made of Chardalin. You can see it's made of Chardalin. You see some like black kind of veins making their way through their bodies of some sort of like corrupting effect on this individual. But you stand before this main keep area. The hobgoblins. Oh, I erased them. Well, one of the hobgoblins steps forward, away from his friends to initiate conversation with you, and they say, and as they approach, they have a quarterstaff. You see, they have quarterstaffs They look monkish in nature, but they also don't kind of look like a typical monk. When they approach you, and this hobgoblin looks at all of you, says, "So, what can I do? Why did that little fucking runt bring you up here?"
I asked to speak with Chieftain
bro?
of the Goliath.
What, bro? What'd you say, bro?
Said I asked to speak with the Chieftain of the Goliath.
And why would he want to speak to you, bro? You're nothing.
Because
You're
I'm
puny.
his child.
He just at you again.
Are you pshing? Those.
Are you copying me, bro? Do you have a problem?
I'm not. I'm not copying you, bro.
What's your name? I'll see if whatever your name is a son of, I suppose, a chieftain that may or may not be here.
Yowl?
Owl?
Yowl. B-O-U-L.
He looks back to his friend. Wow, this one can spell. He turns back to you. All right, bro. Hold on tight. I'll go see if there's anyone who is related to you.
Okay,
bro.
Thank you.
Later, bro.
As soon as he walks away, Kitris will lean in and say, if anything happens, that guy needs to die first.
I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
You watch him walk up to the door, and he goes up to the other guy and like talks to him, and they like, bro. And you hear bro, and you watch as they headbutt each other, and you watch as he walks into the building and just disappears, and this guy steps in front of the thing, and these two Minotaur kind of walk up a little bit. This other heavily cladded armor individual steps away from the door and kind of positions himself right there as they kind of look at you. It looks as if they are studying and eyeing you up and down, trying to see what kind of capabilities you have.
I'll look at the hobgoblin and go, "Hi, bro."
This one says, "I'm not your fucking bro."
Bro.
And on that note, we slide over to the other party. We cut over to Mice and Minotaur. But before we do anything, I need water. Let's take a quick bathroom break. Quick 5-minute bathroom break.
I like that idea.
The next set of events, this shit will probably turn into a powder keg. So whatever happens.
I think we've developed a foolproof plan, by the way. I think we...
No,
Okay.
we don't. We really don't.
That's
What is
perfect. I
happening?
look forward to seeing how it unfolds in real time. So let's take a quick bathroom break, quick 5 minutes, and we will be right back.
Not the bag of holding.
You're not putting that fucking baby in a bag of holding. I already know where your mind went to, and I just. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. So, we left off seeing what Team Mices and Minotaur are up to. You guys have seen some stuff. What is the plan that you have concocted in the time? And canonically, these are all this is happening like same
Right.
time.
Yeah. Someone.
I pull out a torch.
From down below, or did you go grab a torch and like? Do you have a torch on you?
She just said
She
I have
does.
one on me.
She does. Okay.
Yeah.
Pull the torch.
I can take the torch if you guys want to go. Just get in position.
Oh
Oh.
yeah, yeah. That's what we should do.
Hand the
Okay.
torch.
I'll take the torch, and then this is gonna happen at the same time. I think this is what we discussed. I'll take the torch to one of like the other tents, and I'm gonna light it, and they're gonna get behind the tent with Lomaya and Toheen and that goblin, while I light another tent.
Okay.
Right?
Which?
Yep.
What?
Yeah, I haven't thought about which tent yet, but probably.
My thing isn't working.
You might have to reload the page.
Oh, there we go. I was not pressing the right thing. Maybe
Probably-
a closer one, or
Oh. I feel like
or
they'll
you could
see
do a
us
far
running.
away.
I feel like they'll see us running out the back. Yeah, maybe I'll do this one actually. The top one. You guys see my arrows?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that top one.
Okay.
Oh.
So you are going to be moving over here. Invisible with the torch out, or like?
I'll have the torch. I can just light it once I get there.
I will say lighting the torch will obviously draw attention.
Oh, fuck me.
Like a flame just like
Yeah.
popping into
That-
existence will draw attention.
That's fair. That's fair. That's okay though. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I have to do it, you know.
We're by lots of enemies.
How tight to the ground is the tent? Like, could I reach my hand under and just like pull out the goat? Theoretically.
I'll have you roll a d20. If you roll an even, it's possible. If you roll an odd, it's not possible. Flat d20.
Yes.
So it is possible. There's a gap at the bottom of the tent. Probably like realistically, probably like a 3-inch gap. Like you can like slip your fingers on it, like to try to lift it up. If that's what your
Yeah.
intentions were. Yeah. So there's about a 3-inch gap. So what I need from the two ladies are stealth checks at advantage because you are invisible and the wind is crazy.
Oh, I'm gonna do that.
And 20.
Very nice.
Ooh,
Like
You're
Uh,
as stealthy. You're as stealthy as the time you ate Lorian's brain.
Mhm.
true.
Oh, no.
He's really
Dirty
channeling that
20.
moment right now.
Uh-huh.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Man. The same tools out. It's like in my hand.
Oh
ready to
man.
let the goat.
Thankfully, the goat is dead. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you're kidding us and it's not dead?
No, it stands
all-
up. What sweet delights we have for you. You guys are positioned behind that. You can open the tent, like you can. I don't think as far as like reaching in there and like pulling something out like that, there's not realistic. Like you can like pick the tent up and like pull something out. Obviously, doing that is gonna draw pulling the tent up is gonna draw attention. There are people inside the tent. That is gonna draw attention regardless of stealth, like that action. But just for your approach, just to get to the tent without being noticed, you are successful. No one notices you as you make your way to the tent and you get set up. And now, Antiochus, you are attempting to light a torch and then set a hut on fire, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Easily enough. You will light this torch and you will. You're gonna roll stealth. Flat
man.
stealth. Because normally this would be a disadvantage.
Okay.
Or normally this would be at disadvantage, but you have advantage from invisibility. And this is a light source. This is a light source just popping into existence too.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna use one of my port sense.
Okay. Which one?
The 19.
Okay, so you'll be able to light the torch and set the tent on fire without being hopefully noticed. Once you do that, you are moving away from the tent. Are you moving anywhere else, or are you just like watching to see what happens?
I think I will probably. Yeah, I'll probably move away from the tent. I can't be over there. I just can't be over there. I'll probably go back to where we were standing previously.
Okay, so you are lighting a torch, and then you are fucking boots on the ground, running away as fast as you can. Very nice.
Speed walking.
So, you drop the torch and you make your way away, and you see the smoke begins to kind of catch on this tent. From inside the tent, you hear some screams, and you sound like there's someone inside trying to put a fire that's starting out. You watch as this has happened. I think Fisk and Jailer are kind of watching for the tent to go up in flames. You're watching. You see the flame begin to spread. You watch one of these clergy women as the tent begins to catch fire. They just shoot a frost bolt at it and douse the fire. And they go back to being stationary.
Fuck.
And you watch as a little goblin runs out. And you see they are carrying. There's a goat with them, and they're like, and they are pulling out the goat, and they pet the goat. and say, "Phew, that was close, Petunia." And you watch as this Goliath warrior next to him takes a sword and just cuts both of their heads off, kills them outright, and they're just deceased. And they go back to just standing still.
Look what we've done. Okay.
Fuck.
Well, I guess I can throw one of my cards.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I'm just
I
gonna
can
walk
grab both of them.
over here.
Okay. I would like a stealth check if you are moving back that way. As now it seems that there's movement that has happened, so there will probably be active perception checks now. The viewers have disadvantage because you're.
Oh, I get
Yeah.
Okay.
You have advantage.
Oh.
They have disadvantage.
I have advantage. Okay. Okay. 22.
Well, you got lucky because one of them was a natural 20. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oof.
But
Alrighty.
my lowest roll was a 13 without the modifier. So with the modifier, is it wisdom? Oh no, I have it right. So there's a +5. So it's a 17 from that person. So the highest is a 17. Did you beat that?
Yeah, I got a 22.
Perfect. Yeah. So
Okay.
you are unnoticed as you make your way back over.
Sick. Okay, I'm just gonna drop a card from the deck of illusions.
Awesome. Pull out a card.
Get this deck
Alright.
here.
Art of cards.
Cards. Shuffle this. Quick little shuffle. Mixture cards. Dragon. Okay, we see I'm not cheating. I'm gonna take a random ass card from the middle. Okay, it's not special, but that's fine. 10 of clubs. A hill giant.
Oh.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Just appears.
Mm-hmm.
So where are you
Wow.
throwing the card down at?
Wow.
Yeah, right there. I was just gonna put it like right next to me, just like.
So as soon as you throw it down, it'll pop into existence. So are you like moving away and throwing it? And then moving away?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can
So-
do that. Otherwise, it's just on top of me, and that makes no sense.
Okay, so how does Deck of Illusions work again? It's like used randomly, and it's like I always forget how it works.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let us look.
Can't- I don't think it can really do anything. Like, you can move it around.
Does it make noise or anything like that? Is it like
Yes.
as far as the illusion
Yeah.
goes,
Yeah.
it makes noise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in every way.
I think it's convincing enough until you hit it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, any physical interaction revealed it to be an illusion, so... I'm assuming we're moving quick. I should have put it farther away.
Okay, I'm going to ask the three of you to roll initiative. As far as the way the chain of reaction of things will happen.
Nice.
This basically takes effect after this thing's been summoned. Just so I have a no. Holy shit! I shit you. I just rolled 3 dice for the 3 different proofs here. Every dice is an 11 without a modifier.
Nice.
What the fuck is
Nice.
that? I need to go play the lottery and maybe get like
It's
$5.
your angel number.
Maybe get $5.
Make a wish. Exactly, bro.
Sorry guys, I'm writing stuff down.
Yeah.
And then all right, what did you guys get?
18.
Big Antiochus. What did he got? I forgot. He got 19.
Oh, very nice.
Yep.
Kayla?
14.
Okay.
Uh,
So
Oh.
this chain of reaction happens basically after the deck of illusions. Yes.
is Demetrius gonna go on my turn, or should I roll a new one for him?
We'll just go as part of his turn. This is more or less like combat, more or less just
Okay.
how things break down in the scale of time. Because they're gonna, I mean, obviously, transparent. I mean, something's gonna go there and try to take a swing, and when they know it's an illusion, they're gonna some other events are gonna start to play out. So
Yeah.
this just depends on how fast you guys are able to get away before things happen. So, the deck of illusion goes down. This hill giant spawns out of it, and you notice that the first thing that happens is the griffins kind of like look quickly, get on their all fours, and they just like fly up. They like fly up into the air a little bit, and you watch as they kind of get sidetracked with the wind and kind of fall off the mountain. They're not gonna fall and die, but as far as like just out of this like theory of like breakdowns, this is like their initial. They're jumped, and they go over the edge and just like are spooked, and they're just like, for the moment, they are like off the map. Momentarily free for all, but more or less they're controlled descent. They'll be fine. With that, this hill giant comes to life. Obviously, all the Goliaths, the 2 clergy, and the people inside the tent are going to react. You see, they all look over, but Antiochus, you see that they are looking over, and you're the first one to get to do anything in this like breakdown of reaction. So you see them all looking; their attention's over there. Do you do anything if you choose to?
I think. Wow. Okay. What an interesting question. But I probably will just. Can I just like delay my turn? Is that possible?
You could
Is
ready
that a
an
thing?
You could ready. I mean, we can. Do you just want to go through the whole turn without doing anything, or are you actively just trying to like go later?
I would just like to go later if that's I don't know if that's a thing.
It's not really, honestly.
Okay.
I mean, there's usually like readying an action if anything happens, but
I just don't know what I would do.
if you want to go later, I'll allow it, but
I-
that will be your new initiative.
Actually, I'll chill here. I'll just chill by the ledge that we're gonna escape off of. But Demetrius will ready an action
Okay.
that if someone steps on him, he's gonna try to get up and throw them off balance. So maybe he knocks him prone for a second when they step on it.
An owl cannot do that. Okay.
I don't think realistically that's going to happen, but
Oh,
Well-
let me argue that if you step on something that's unsteady, you might slip. Maybe you slip a little bit. Okay, it's not
see.
that he's
We'll-
strong. It's just that
we'll
he's
see.
unsteady. You know.
we'll see. We'll see if luck's on your side. So, Demetrius prepares to be stepped on. Just imagine him like trying to run in between people's feet. Just, step on me! This is my calling. Okay. With that, then we move to Fiska. Fiska, you begin to move away from this hill giant. What do you continue moving away? Do you do anything else?
Let me think. I think I might do a dash.
Okay.
To get closer, but I'm just measuring that out right now.
Yeah, each of these squares is 10 feet wide.
Yeah. Okay. So I can get to like about there from where I was.
I would say in the process of you dashing, throw a stealth check on top of that for me as you're moving. You still have advantage.
That was no bueno.
Okay.
That was bueno. Okay, 22.
22. Good enough. Yeah, you see, as you make your way over there, you don't see anything else happening because everyone's still invisible. With that, we move over to inside the tent. Demetrius sees Toheen turn quickly, look back to the goblin, look outside, and she begins to make her way out of the tent. I need Tyler to roll a d20. An even number is Toheen steps on this, slips, and goes prone. On odd, she just crushes Demetrius and doesn't notice and keeps walking. Even.
Wow.
Yeah, as Toheen goes to turn to go outside, she steps on Demetrius. I mean, Demetrius is gonna die. He's gonna get squashed in this instant. But as a slick patch of ice that he turns into, she slips, goes head over heels, and goes prone on the ground. And she is prone.
He probably face planted into the ground to can't see anything.
She has gone prone. Demetrius is.
Oh, she's still in the tent though.
Yeah, she didn't make it out of the tent. She turned a step to go out of the tent. She slipped on Demetrius' little body. So she is prone on the ground. That's her whole turn. With that, we move over to Jayla.
Okay, I'm gonna lift up the tent and try to grab both of them.
Both of what?
Lomaya and the goat.
Okay. Yeah, you grab them.
And
Do you try to be stealthy about this?
if I can.
Yeah. I'm going to give you disadvantage on the stealth because not only are you moving the tent, but you're also grabbing two bodies, and there's probably a goblin that has some sort of blood ritual stuff going on that's like overwatching this. So the factors are kind of stacked against you.
I'll cast guidance.
Through the camera, he passes it. Hits it with the blue steel.
What do you get?
An 8.
Wow.
Okay, definitely no. So you go to you throw the tent up, and as you throw the tent up, the wind catches it and it just blows the tent apart. With the wind, just whips the tent up, and the tent just gets flung off the ground as it just flies away.
Oh, shit.
Toheen's on the ground. The sudden change of like wind to non-wind ratio has changed dramatically. You see the goblins looking around quizzically. She's looking around, kind of perplexed. You see all the other Goliaths out there are kind of like looking around at this other commotion that's happening. It's going to split focus from the adversaries. And you reach to grab Lomaya and the goat. Which one do you grab first? Which one do you grab second? Do you grab the baby or your wife?
I grab Lomaya.
Okay. You grab Lomaya and you initially begin to drag her. Just grab her and begin like reflex pull. You watch as the goblin sees the drag of Lomaya and jumps on the goat and holds the goat's front legs.
Oh.
And as you go to pull, it'll be a contested to kind of break this hold of this little goblin on this goat.
Okay.
Which I'm gonna be honest, you should be stronger than this goblin. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. You should definitely be stronger than this
Strength.
goblin.
Come on.
Oh, strength or you're gonna use. Pretty good. 17.
Where is it? 14 plus. Oh, 19.
19. Yeah, you are able to best as the goblin grabs the front leg. She's like, "Ah, ah," as you pull, you just yank it away, and the goblin lets go, and you take, and you have both the goat and Lamaya. The goblin is vastly aware and begins to start to alert everyone as these things are happening.
Can I?
She's probably like motioning and pointing at the goat and Lomaya, who are beginning to move away. You can move half movement because you are dragging two individuals with you.
And that was my action.
That was more or less your like interaction with the environment.
Oh, okay,
That's what I'm
okay,
rolling
okay,
that as. So
okay.
you still have an action.
Okay, hold on. Let me remember what all this thing can do. Oh, I don't want to attract attention though.
I mean, attention probably has already been attracted.
I don't know what to do. Okay. Let me see. Is there a way I can just thump the goblin on the head to knock it out?
No.
Is that possible? Okay.
You could make an attack and you would render yourself visible.
Mm.
You could, yeah, if you want to attack the goblin to knock her out, I will allow it, but you will become visible.
Tokens there though. I don't like this, guys.
And in doing the attack, you would have to choose which body to drop to attack.
You couldn't swing with the goat or Lumaya.
You could swing with the goat. You could swing with the goat. I would allow that. But what would Gal say if he found out that his potential brother or sister
Could I
were?
just use my horse? I could just.
You're actively trying to move away.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will say. No, the goat. There's not enough reach for you to headbutt when you like at other ends of the goat. Yeah.
It's okay. Where is that thing? Oh. I could just hellish rebuke. Okay.
Once we get through this whole first like round of reactions, we're gonna cut back over to the other individuals talking.
Oh no. Okay, I think.
See the beginning of the dominoes falling, and we'll cut over and see what dominoes start to fall on this side of the.
What do you mean?
We're gonna join the
Evil guys.
Join the black parade.
yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna be like that old guy that raises. I'm gonna be Obi-Wan Kenobi for that child.
You're gonna be on tattoo. Was it Tatooine? Yes, Tatooine. Raising them.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch over.
Old man Ben Kenobi.
Yep.
Who?
I think I can make it out of this one. So.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna run. And
Yes.
go
Dragging the bodies with
5,
you?
10, 15, and then I'm gonna dash 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use.
Oh, you didn't bring the
my-
goblin with you.
I'm gonna use my action surge
Okay.
Yeah.
to dash again.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice.
And that is the end of my turn.
Okay.
This could do something.
Yeah, Fisker, you're watching as you're just watching as an invisible force pulls to a goat that's bobbing on the ground. Lomaya's bobbing on the ground too. There is visible goat tracks, blood tracks from both bodies that are being left in the snow that is on top of this rock, this cliff face, as you drag them away.
Well, I'd have Lomaya thrown over my shoulder.
Okay. Instead of two tracks, there is a track of blood on the ground and an invisible floating thing with blood dripping on it. So, with
This
that,
is gonna work.
we see you are dashing. The next action, you watch as the two clergy type maintain focus on this hill giant. They look at the hill giant, and they They rolled real low on perception check, like because the goblin hasn't. I mean, she's like motioning, but she hasn't really
She's also
drawn
just a little
the
goblin.
attentions. They are focusing on the hill giant. They're just looking at it. They are not casting anything. They are not doing anything. We move over to these other massive Goliaths, and these Goliaths will. You see, half of them are looking at the hill giants, and the one closest to you, this one here, notices some movement, some strange things happening, and begins to move this direction as they see the bodies are moving. They move 15 feet, and they step here between Fiska and the goat, and they are going to try to rip the goat from whatever is pulling it.
No.
So they do have a multi-attack, so these will be two contested. Basically, grapple checks. If the first one succeeds, they successfully grapple. If the second one succeeds, they successfully pull it away from you. And this is their action to do this. So, first grapple, you can use acrobatics or athletics to contest this. They are using their strength. They're using athletics. That is a single roll.
Scared. I'm scared. Okay. 24.
Okay. You see their first attempt to grab is not fruitful as you kind of move one of the goat's leg as it grabs down. It reaches out with the other hand to try to grab it again.
I think that's 14? Yeah, okay. 19.
With a 19, you fail as this Goliath grabs a goat, and now you guys are each holding on to an end of the goat, and the goat is growing taut. And you see the stitches are beginning to slightly open up and pop slightly. The way this is going to work is, unless you can make like to break, because you have multi-attack, so it would be the same rules. You would make another grapple attack to kind of beat it. You only need one to succeed. So right now, the Goliath is playing tug of war with a goat with a baby inside of it, with Jim. Perfect. With that, we would go back to the top of. You watch as the rest of these individuals these Goliaths are moving towards this hill giant. Which I'll say, in this grand scheme of things, I think these first two would arrive and attack, and then these other two Goliaths would make perception checks as they see the blades pass through this hill giant. Yeah, I mean, and one of them, this one, a little clueless, begins to make his way over here. This one sees the other one move and is making their way over to where that one went.
Oh, okay.
They really didn't notice? Holy shit.
Those three didn't. Those two did. The clerics didn't notice anything, and they're still looking forward. This other Goliath comes over, seeing the whatever the fuck is going on. They will
God. What a fucking situation.
They will use their action. They will use their action to shout very monotone, "Hey, something's happening over here. Toheen, come!" And they are alerting other individuals, to which the Chillbringers, these clergy types, will kind of look in the direction and take notice.
Holy fuck.
With that, before we move back over there, we're going to cut over to our other party members. We cut over to Kitris, Enoch, and Gal. This one hobgoblin disappears. Then shortly afterwards, you first see the hobgoblin reemerge, and in their tracks is a massive mountain of a Goliath. You see standing 10 feet tall, walking out with royal purple clothing on, their body just twice the size of Gal, just muscular, more aged and experienced. Steps out and kind of looks around. with a scowl. Seems weird to say. As they step out, you notice that they have, from their forearms up to their hands, is just soaked in blood, which you guys saw him with the same kind of appearance whenever he jumped over the wall. He walks out and sees Gal and these other figures, and there's just a look of confusion on his face. And he looks at you, and he says, he smiles as he looks at you, he smiles, and he says, "I knew you'd bring my axe to me, my boy. It's so good to see you." As he makes notice of the axe on your back, and he says, "Toheen told me she had given you an axe for me, and by God, you have brought it here, my boy. Where have you been?" And he begins to walk towards you. Meanwhile, these other individuals are watching as he walks over to you. I mean, he doesn't get within 5 feet. He does not approach for a hug. He probably actually stays about 15 feet away, seeing these two unknown individuals, taking some caution, even though he is proud to see his son. At least that's what it looks like. I mean, you do notice something strange, as he walks forward, is that he does appear to have icy blue eyes and a snowflake on his forehead that is glowing. But his demeanor is just as you remember. Same vocal cadence, same kind of outward look. The only difference is he has a snowflake and these icy blue eyes. But he says this, and he just waits for any kind of a conversation. And he does kind of scan. He does look at Kitris and Enoch, kind of just like looking and just like kind of taking in physical prowess and just looking at your kind of qualities as a man.
Yeah. Yeah, the axe. Yeah, I brought it.
My boy. Very good. Bring it here.
Yeah, Cal will step forward. And he does have the axe in hand. And he goes to hand it to him. But he doesn't let go.
And your father grips onto it in the middle of it, and he sees there's resistance, and he says, and he just looks at you, kind of confused and perplexed. It's a mighty fine weapon, fit for a chieftain, which you are not. Please relinquish your grip, son. This seems like an unnecessary brawl for dominion over a chieftain's axe. Why, it's good to see you, though.
See you. What's
Just
happened?
Let go of the axe. As he's still struggling against you.
Gal's not letting go.
Yeah, you guys are just watching.
Yeah, it's a weird interaction where he's like holding it, and his grip just like kind of tightens more, and it just cannot let go of this axe.
What do you mean? What's happened, boy? What's happened with you? You've been. They told me you were dead, and now you stand before me, bringing gifts. Is this your way of saying sorry? Never coming home?
I didn't come home because I felt ashamed. I'm still holding the axe.
He's just holding on.
I'm not letting go.
Well, they told me that you had left. The party returned. The hunting party returned, all in tow, bringing Toheen. And she had told me that you had fell ill and died on the path. But then she showed me a way. She said that there was a way to bring you back, and she seemed to be proven truthful, as you have now returned, my boy. And he's still holding on to the axe, and he gives you a one-armed hug.
They came back?
Yes, well, all of them were over at the tits. Oh my goodness, your little sister has just been born. Would you like to go see your little sister?
Oh, fuck.
and my depression and my grief over missing you and my next heir to the chieftain, I
Oh, wow.
made means to enact peace between the two clans, and I sequestered the chieftain of the other clan's daughter, and well, I impregnated her, my boy, and now we will be binded together through familial ties, and we will come together as the two great Goliath clans should be. A road for peace. And what
Hey,
best
I want
than to just
to
have a new
insight
heir?
check him.
Yeah, go for it.
It's 19.
He seems to be kind of a. There's truth in his words, but he seems to be putting on a more happier twist to the tale than what you believe, than what he says, states. He basically dumbs down and makes it not look as bad as what has been carried out.
Yeah.
He is actively going to make a athletics check against you to try to pull the axe away from you. He actively unbraces you, sees you're still holding on to the axe, and he is going to try to rip it from your hands.
Athletics?
You can do athletics or acrobatics as a contested check if you would like.
I got a nat 20
Yeah, he tries,
for
but
27.
you hold on to it tighter and kind of pull away from his grip, and he looks down at it, looks back up to you, and he steps back a little bit and crosses his arm, and he says, well, you certainly have taken on your old man's strength. You have chiseled your body, the elements. But, son, you know that you do not befit the role of chieftain, and therefore you are not worthy to hold on to such a prized possession. This act of defiance is foolish and quite strange of you. You haven't even introduced me to your two other friends here. This small, furried one, and this bald, robed one. As he addresses the other two, you watch as Dirth steps in a little bit closer, and you watch as one of the Minotaurs spreads out, and this guy just kind of twists his body and looks over as he's seeing this kind of this conversation unfold before him, seeing the struggle. Why are you so full-heartedly holding on to such an axe that is not befit for you? Is this a means to challenge me for my role? You come here just to challenge me for a weapon?
Yeah.
And you bring allies to take part in a squabble? A poor man's foolish fight. You know that is not the way of the Thunmakalaga. This is a weakness you spread with your allies. There is strength in singularity. There is power in domination. You lack both, as they do not look to be dominated by you, and you rely on them for strength. This is not a quality that I've passed on to you. Certainly this must be from your mother.
How?
You don't talk about my mom that way.
But she has stepped away from you after you pulled the axe away from him. Meanwhile, the axe is in your ear, just like, don't. We should swing. We should hit. This is gonna feel good. We should do this. And it's like enticing you not to let go. It's not overwhelmingly influencing you, but just the greed that you want to hold on to this axe just retains in the back of your head.
So a lot has changed in the time on. You have changed. As I point to the snowflake on his forehead.
He motions towards and says, all, my boy, this is all in a means to see you come back to me. All I've done was strive to bring you back to me, and I followed everything Tohin has told me. It has worked, so therefore, the proof is in the axe beak, as they say. This is a means to this very moment of reunition, being reunited. Tohin was right, and I placed my judgment and decision in a wise woman. You should see the plans we have for your sister. A glorious world to be brought beneath her feet, as well as peace brought between the clans, as I have spoken before about. It's a ceremonial day. This is a celebration day. My daughter has come into the world, and my son has come back to me. We should not be fighting over ownership of an axe.
Stop. Why trust that woman? I didn't come back because our people died because of me. They came back to you dead. And yet you're following her word.
They were not dead. They were moving flesh and living bodies. You can see they are over at the campsite. I can
I
show you.
saw them die with my own eyes, Father. Why would I lie to you?
In the grand scheme of why you wanted to come home, you're embarrassed of your shortcomings? Obviously, I see that now. And now you're trying to make up some excuse. Some pity party. They came back not dead, and you dead, so I was to believe. But if I was to believe that, and lend word to Toheen, obviously her powers must have brought you back from the dead, as she promised.
I never died. I was ashamed. I know, I should have came back. But I didn't because I felt ashamed for letting our people die in my fucking hands. And yet you still trusted someone who wasn't even a part of us. You trusted the word of someone that's not right for the clan.
And how would you know she's not right for the clan?
I've seen it
You haven't even
with
been
my
back
own
to the clan.
eyes.
Your petty emotions render you weak. Quit acting like your mother. This is not befitting of a chieftain's son. I trusted an ally who presented me with a solution to my heir dying. And now you are brought back before me once more. My boy, you are here. This is not cause for emotions and tears that you should not be shedding. You have a sister. We have family, more kin.
And where is she
Listen,
now?
she's over at the campsite with Toheen. They are keeping her warm inside the goat so she does not freeze. You know. We used to do it with the axe beaks and some of the griffins back at the campsite, but we don't want the cold getting to her. We don't want her to end up like old Frankie did. We could go see her. She is so beautiful. And we can talk more over drinks. We can like change perspectives. You could tell me more, and I could tell you more. We can learn more about each other. What do you want me to say? That I've turned to the deepest, darkest parts of my own self-weakness? That I sought out a solution to continue my lineage? I did what I did. Because I knew, I trusted, and I had hoped, and I had prayed that you would come back to me, and my prayers have been answered. I have followed every single thing that Toheen had told me to do. I carried out every single atrocity to get you back here with me, my boy, and I would never, ever go back on the actions that I've carried out. I would do it today, tomorrow. I would do it every day until I find you, until I found you, and now you're back with me, back here. There is power in prayer. No, there is power in oral. She promised. She sent Toheen. And now her fruits bear true to me as I see you here with my very own eyes, with 2 other strangers I do not know. And from my perspective, it looks as you've come here as if a teenager rebels against their parents. You brought allies to support you in your weakness. For strength. You use them to mask your shame for letting supposed friends of yours die whenever you... It's not befitting of a future chieftain. We have much to discuss, and I would welcome you into the discussion. I have many powerful friends now, mainly through towing. I do not rely on them for strength. But now that you're here, they will see my aid.
Said you tried everything to find me.
My boy, you know
Did you
I
come
would
look
have
yourself?
tried everything. Of course I came and looked.
Was it far? Really, you didn't look hard enough.
I searched the mountains, I searched the landscapes. I tracked the trails, I tracked the animal prints. I had thought that you found yourself foolish and found a way into a cave and somehow managed to freeze to death, or burned to death, or some ill fate. And then I searched 10 towns and I still didn't find you. I spent months looking. And when I quit looking, Tohin showed up. And she offered me a solution to find you. I'll let you sit on that moment as we cut back over to the other people out across the camp. Enoch and Kutches, were you doing anything in the conversation? Are you doing anything? Are you moving anywhere?
Enoch's standing right where he's at, but he is trying to get a sense of his immediate surroundings.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys obviously see these 2 hobgoblins and these minotaur skeletons in this heavy armored Duragar.
So
you look over and see that you see Jackson, the wolves. They have moved over here in some commotion,
Okay.
some sort of argument, and they have moved over and they are actively watching. No one from inside. There's no movement from inside. There's no windows on this. You don't see anyone coming inside, but you figure there may be some other individuals inside. You don't see any other threats at the moment, like that are kind of like taking notice of this, besides the ones in front of you at the moment.
So Jacob is what is that? Is that like a ladder up to the tower?
No, it's more or less just like the edge of the wall, like that little square. Is that what you're talking about?
Or just the is that like
Yeah,
a
you
way
can
up
move.
the
No, you can like move up there easily. It's just planks that you just
Okay.
walk up. Yeah,
Okay.
the planks are just
Okay.
different grip.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
If I look down at where the doppelgangers are they aware of anything?
No, the only unsightly thing you saw was them doing that thing where they shape changed into you as you passed. But they went about and they are still talking amongst one another. They don't hear anything. They're not doing anything else.
Right. Yeah, I would just be basically waiting for any cue from Gowl if a cue is needed. Just ready.
Yeah. Very nice. We cut over to the other party members as this conversation's happening. We come back to the top of the initiative, Anti, because you're the first one to go.
Holy fuck. How far? I just want to ask, how far are the griffins? Could I feasibly jump on a griffin? I'm not saying I'm going to do that, but could I?
Currently, you do not see them floating back up yet. You figure they fell down, steadying themselves, and they're having to fly back up. They're actively fighting against the wind to get back up.
So I can't see them?
You don't see them. They have kind of disappeared between the
Okay.
fog and ice and mist
Okay.
that is surrounding this cliff.
Also, what does, just this isn't important to get out of the way. Invisibility says anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it is on the target's person.
Oh, perfect.
Does that count for people or
Yeah, I would say that counts for people. So Jayla, you are
Yes.
carrying Lomaya. Oh well, this would kind of ruin actually. We're carrying the Goliath thing.
Well, I'm just dragging the
The
goat.
Well,
Yeah. The
I-
blood's
I'll-
not invisible.
Yeah, we
I
can say the
mean,
goat's not invisible because I'm
can
not
hold-
carrying it on my person.
You should like
Well, I mean-
hold visibility until we get the baby out.
I haven't started fighting yet. So
Okay.
so Lomaya would be invisible. I would say the blood that you're not covered in blood. They don't see you. You
I-
dripped in blood.
okay. I think I just say hang on. I don't know what language you guys speak. Fuck.
undercommon.
Any halfling? Any halfling?
Nope.
No? Okay, I'll just say in common then. I'm shipping across. If something happens, if you need something from me, let me fucking know.
It's, the deuces.
And can I shimmy across?
Yeah, you're making means to make your way away.
Yeah, at least to get on this side.
I would say roll stealth check for me.
With advantage, because I'm invisible?
No, because you just spoke. In
Damn.
common.
Okay, pretty good. Dirty 20.
Yeah, you're able to sneak beneath that and shimmy away. And you shimmy. And you shake.
All
and you
right.
shimmy, and you shake.
How much of my movement does that take?
From that, I will say it's your full movement to go down and kind of shimmy around. I'll say you move at half speed shimmying, just so you're
Okay.
not making active checks to not fall off.
Alright, and
I would say you can end right there, or you could probably end like right here if you want. Get a little bit further.
I still have my action, so
Mm-hmm.
would doing a perception check, would that take my action?
No, this is interaction with the environment.
Can I look to see if any of the houses close by look empty, like any of the wall houses?
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check. It's going to be really hard because you're not.
Yeah.
There's no light coming from inside them, so there's no additional aid from inside. And the
18.
wind. 18. Okay, I will say you see the first one that you see is as closest one to you, and you see on the inside, what look to be you luckily perceive there appears to be a goblin, kind of wearing normal clothing, cold weather clothing, and they are reading the bedtime story to some goblin children.
Not that house. Not that one.
It looks like
Okay.
there are two children in the house that are reading. They're reading the story of Goldilocks, the documentary, the
Goldie Goblin.
autobiography about Goldilocks.
I will. I think I'll just use the rest of my movement to keep moving towards the towers. 5.
Yep.
Oh, half. No. I just get.
Yep.
The door is that white thing, right?
That's a
white line.
ladder. That's a ladder to climb up
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna kill them.
to. Okay.
Okay.
All right, move over to Fiska. Fiska, you are seeing this goat, carrying goat, be tug of war with Jayla, an invisible force. You are invisible. You're technically flanking. Well, this goat's not your ally, but you are behind this Goliath, and there's a Goliath right next to you as well,
So you said the stitches are starting to come undone.
as they are
Right.
being pulled apart.
How undone are they? Could I just like get in there with my claws?
Well,
and
they're
get
starting
out?
to like separate. Like you can see the baby inside, but they're still held tight with the stitching.
All right, so my tinker's tools. I get out my seam ripper.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and just like cut some
Okay.
of the stitches and get the baby out.
Probably the most important role. Make a sleight of hand check to see if you are able to cut without hurting the baby.
Holy shit, dude!
As they are
Oh no!
tugging back and forth, there's movement, and you are like, you're with the knife. You're like,
I've never felt this stressed to hit this button.
I mean, there's nothing.
Do I want to take back this thought? Wow.
No.
Here we go.
I won't look. I was just your reaction.
A
That's
15.
not
15.
too bad.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Okay.
A minor cut is fine.
15's good. I think 15's probably. I
You
feel
should-
that.
with the 15, you are able to cut the stitching, but the goat's like stitching flaps are just like opening and closing where the baby's the opening is. So it's like you have to like reach. There's gonna be another like sleight of hand check to reach in to pull the baby out with safety. 15 allowed you to cut without hurting the baby. Now you have to reach in and like use your action to pull the baby out.
Okay.
Actually, I won't even make this a roll. You can easily do that. You easily pull the baby out. You pop the baby out into the cold with a 21 easily enough. The baby itself, little Goliath, looks like a little stone as you pull it out. It is warm as you hold this baby that is like drenched in blood, and you are carrying the baby, and the baby just goes invisible with you as you carry it.
I just like take my extra arms and just like tuck them under and
Yeah.
into the down feathers, and yeah, then I'm gonna use the rest of my turn to like try and start shimmying.
Okay, I think seeing this happen,
Mhm.
I think this Goliath is going to reach out, just blindly reach out to try to grab something as a instead of like an opportunity attack.
Mhm.
I'm gonna make it. It's gonna try to reach out and like just kind of slow your movement, or no. Can you do a grab as an opportunity? I don't think you can. I don't know how that would work actually.
Yeah.
Can you grab as a?
That's really stressful. Thinking, oh, if I roll a natural 1, I'm gonna butcher this baby.
I mean, that would certainly be characterful, but it's not quite what I was planning for.
Well, you haven't killed any of your children, right? So
I know. I meant just like. in
So,
general.
so it is gonna try to grab you. It says that you can. Online it says you can. So I'm just gonna go with the forms.
would it have
Holy shit.
disadvantage? Because she's invisible.
It would. It actually would. You're right. So I need you to roll a contested grapple check. So it's just straight, so either athletics or athletics or acrobatics as this Goliath reaches out blindly to stop whatever force is pulling the baby out of the out of the goat.
17.
17. You go to try to turn away, and you feel a heavy hand grip your shoulder as you are held and taut by this Goliath. Their hand gripping, and you feel the frost beginning to freeze across your body as it touches you. And you
Can I-
are
Okay.
there in this grapple.
I could not have. No, because this was a contested check. This wasn't like this isn't Silvery Barb's ball. Okay. Grapple. Does my
Would you want to use your reaction to cast Silver Barbs? You will become visible if you cast a spell.
I mean,
Until
I
it gets
can't really do anything either if he's. He can.
Sure.
Yeah. Either way, somebody's gonna have to like be aggressive against this guy. So.
Okay.
Yeah, if I can Silvery Barbs, I will. If
Yeah,
this-
you go to Silver Barbs as you yell out this incantation. Your form drops and they fell. They
Yes.
reach out to grab you, and they quickly grab you, and they see that you are coming corporeal once more. The color turned into your body, and they kind of like, ugh, as they see your extra arms, they let go. Like, ugh. And you are not grappled, but you are visible to everyone.
Cool.
As the Goliath warriors are like looking around. You see the clergy as you come to visit. Their eyes grow wide as they take notice, and they begin to like motion and point towards you.
Yeah, I just run.
Who do
Okay.
you give advantage to, by the way? Since Silver Barb says that.
Oh, fuck, I gave it to myself. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, give it to yourself. Give it to yourself.
Very nice. With baby in tow, do you just like freaking free bird off the side of this mountain?
That's hilarious. If the
Would-
weather doesn't seem horrible, yes, I'll fucking freebird.
Yeah, would
No,
you
the winds
dive?
are awful. The winds
Oh.
are awful.
No, don't do it.
The
don't
winds
do
are
it.
not good. The free bird.
You just get
Okay.
dashed on the rocks.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and shimmy around. I'm just let me measure out what 30 is from where I was before.
Who has the
Right.
weather manipulator?
Lancelot.
Sure,
Wait,
Lancelot does.
what?
The weather's been useful, like a little bit. 'cause
Mhm.
it's Sneaking, but
You don't need that
Also-
anymore.
if the weather was good, they could use griffins as well.
That's true.
Which they're probably faster than us flying, anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I get to about there with 30.
Okay. Did your token move? Do I need to
Yeah.
refresh my map? I don't think it moved. It's like you're just like right next to the little goblin guy.
Oh, I'm like at the corner of K4.
Yeah, and you're shimmying. Perfect. That is your full turn as things are happening. But before we move on to the rest of this initiative, we cut back over to our other party members. Just because the session is starting, unless you guys are fine to go until 11:15 your time. It really just depends on schedules. All right, we cut over to
I mean, that
Gal.
just assume.
Mainly because I want to see if you take the offer or not. So, Gal, we come back to this moment with your, your father has his hands outreach, and he's like, "Come, we should go talk to the others. We can go see your sister. We can have a grand time, and you can help us free 10 towns. You can help us free these people from their mortal bodies. We can help them find peace in this cold landscape. I have many allies inside. I think they would be interested to talk to you. You too, as well. Your friends can accompany."
Might be muted.
I'm muted.
Oh,
Thank you.
I just thought he was thinking.
Look at him and I'll just say, and as I'll reach, grab that ale from my pocket. You're right, Dad. Cheers. I'll down it.
Oh, a hearty
I'll look
drink
at him and
for hearty boy.
You're right. I am here for one
1
thing.
hour.
Oh, 1 hour.
I'm here to challenge you.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, my boy. It seems like you've said something quite stupid. What was that again? Are you drunk from that drink?
No?
Or is this the path you choose to seek?
Means possibly fixing your mistake, yes.
Well, so it is. You choose death. We can make that work out quite nicely. And I can find spots for your friends too. Their heads would look nice on my tent walls.
Ooh.
And he flexes and he has no weapon in hand, by the way. He just flexes and you see him just roar and just yell and he just rages. We will see what
Oh,
initiative
they're doing
happens
it
when we
now.
come back next session. As we see him rage. I will say, let's roll initiative now. I
Yes.
can have the order established. And his rage, he's yelling. He's actively yelling, so people inside will probably hear what he is yelling. So
This wouldn't be like a
maybe other
1v1. This is gonna be everybody's fighting.
you know what? We'll say that it is a 1v1
Because I called
until
him out
other.
specifically.
Yeah, there will be a 1v1 until. You're correct. This will be a 1v1, so it'll just be Gal and his dad making initiative checks.
It's a family thing.
If you guys, I will set the precedent. If you guys do choose to interact or like step in or act, you will be added to the initiative, and there are outside foes that will also join in on this.
That is fair.
Join in on this battle. But the gentleman, he will still yell. He will still rage. So, Gal, what'd you get?
I have advantage on my initiative now. I keep rolling 5s, man. Come on. It's just 18 though.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What the
How
hell
are
you-
we getting
oh,
out
yes.
of here, bro?
Okay.
God.
So you said you got a what?
18.
An 18. He only rolled a 15. So that was with advantage as well. So we see a familial conflict about to start here over by the keep. We also see across Karkalok another familial ongoing, as there are some baby napping, some actual kidnapping happening. We will be back in 3 weeks. Correct. And when we come back, there will be many things that'll happen. There will be a one-on-one that will happen, as well as other kidnapping activities. We'll see if Team Mice and Minotaur can pull a fast 180, and then we'll see if Team Beefcake watch Gal or Gal's dad die in this combat of honor. Thanks for watching. Next session should be crazy, depending on what happens. We will see.
Hell yeah. So that's the 3rd, right? March 3rd?
March 3rd, we will be back,
Okay.
unless otherwise we are unable to. If anyone can reschedule, if we can squeeze in a makeup day sometime in there, if people come back from wherever, we can definitely do that. But yeah, March 3rd, we'll be back for March Madness.
Wow.
Start off here, March Madness.
Yeah.
I will say, I was real tempted to use my birthday crit on this baby napping situation, but I was like, should I do that? But I was like, that feels kind of shitty.
But
So
Give me
maybe
the
not.
chance to get mine.
I would have used mine back, dude.
I was
Cancel
gonna offer and say, do you want to use your birthday crit to get this baby out without hurting it? Because you're like, oh man, that's rough. But I was like, I'm not gonna put that in her head. I'll just see what she knows she has it. I'll just let her be. Yeah, guys. So next session, potential for some big stuff. A lot of things can happen. Gal can replace his dad as chieftain, and then other people inside this keep could. You guys could be welcomed into the inner circle if you so seek out a fatherly introduction from your dad. Yeah, we'll see if Mice and Minotaur get out and level up.
God, where's Gwai here? Where's Gwai here? I don't know how we're doing this.
I'm panicking.
So, would you want me? Do you guys want me to put this? Put the map in.
I didn't end the stream yet. If you want to. Are we?
Oh.
Oh, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good week.